Hi, this is Jacob with RemoveVirus.org, and today we're going to be taking a look at removing Security Shield from your system. Now, Security Shield is a clone of Security Tool, and Security Shield also is known as Security Shield 2011. And we're looking at this on an XP system. We've already done a Windows Vista or Windows 7 guide. It's the same thing. And this one is just going to look solely at XP. If you have any questions in regards to this, you can always just watch the Windows 7 video. It's a more complete guide. But this is just going to be something pretty simple. So as you can see, Security Shield is a false security client, and this is basically what it looks like. Now, it's what we need to do to simply kill off this process is we just need to browse down to this particular file path, and once we kill off the main executable, then this program will no longer be running, and we can also delete that file and then run a full scan. Now, on myself, I like Spyware Doctor with Antivirus. It's one of my favorite clients out there. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. So I'm just hitting the Windows Control button, Windows Start button I should say, jumping to my computer. I'm going to go under Documents and Settings as soon as it pops up. So we're in Documents and Settings. Now here's where you're going to want to go under your username, and we're just hop in there. Another way you can delete this too is if there's a separate user on that account, you can always log into that other user's account first and then just browse down to the infected account, whoever's account when you log in this is infected with, and just browse down to that. Now we're going to jump over to the application data folder. Let's double check that. Nope, local settings it looks like. Then application data folder. And if we look right here, you're going to see how it's kind of grayed out there. And it's grayed out there because this is a hidden folder in Windows XP. So to view that, we can actually go to Tools, Folder Options, View, and right here, just make sure that this is checked. Show Hidden Files and Folders. By default, the Don't Show Hidden Files and Folders is on. We just want to show hidden files and folders. And just go ahead and hit OK or Apply. And you can always change this too back to the default, so you just don't normally see this. Local settings. Then we wanted the application data. Now under application data, what you're going to be looking for is pretty much just it's going to be a file that's very weirdly named, and for most people it's going to have that Security Shield on there. Now another way to actually end this process is to bring up the task manager. You can hold down Control-Shift-Escape. This is for those who can actually open up the task manager, or Control-Alt-Delete, either or. And our task manager isn't disabled, which is really, really nice. So what we can do is we can actually look at some of the files here and just go through and look for one that's very, very, very oddly named. I know it can be hard if you're a novice at this. That's why we pretty much point you out to this file path to look at, and there's the icon right there for you to. So it's actually DAK in our case. It starts with DAK. Now yours will be different. Go ahead and minimize that. There's just another generic warning. And if you're unable to actually end this in the task managers, what you can do is just right click on it. Go ahead and hit rename. And just name it whatever you want. It doesn't matter. And at this point in time, is what you can do is you can go ahead and yes, doesn't matter. Now some of you may not be viewing the full file paths. Doesn't matter if you are or aren't. Basically, once you rename it, all you have to do is reboot your computer, and upon reboot, it's no longer going to be running, and you will be able to delete it. Now, for those of you who are able to stop it right away, all you have to do is right-click on it and delete it. You don't even have to rename it, and that's if you're able to stop it. Now, if you're logging in, let's say you were on another user's account, and you browse down to their files, providing you have access to their files, you may have to take ownership of it. But if you browse to that path, because it's not running, you will be able to delete it then and there too as well. Once you delete that file, the System Tool 2011 will no longer be running on your computer. Be sure and download a antivirus client. I recommend SpiderDoctor with antivirus. That's what I would run my scan with. You can download it from the removevirus.org website, and we have it listed there. If this guide helped you, please feel free and hit the recommend button. It's always good just to help build up some user trust on the site. Otherwise, if you're having a lot of problems on the system, I would recommend, and you just can't remove it yourself and you need expert help, I recommend onlinecomputerrepair.org. Again, that's going to be onlinecomputerrepair.org, and it's going to be these guys right over here. They do a really good job. They're U.S. based. They work out of California. All their technicians are certified, and they can get you squared away for a really cheap price. And that is it for this guide. If you have any questions, feel free and head over to the removevirus.org website and ask your question in the correct guide. That is it. Take care.